say that she's staying in a hotel, and probably birds of, I'd rather say paradise. So instead of passage.
Yes.
Lordship, if she's not allowed into her home, and they might find it amusing that we are trying to say that she's under constant threat. But a person who is worth 20,000 crores, as I mentioned to your lordships, that even the zeros that we cannot count, they're extremely powerful in Dubai. Even after her giving her initial complaint, and which proof of which by way of a WhatsApp message, of a message that she received on her phone, which is produced before your lordship, she was told very clearly after that, since there are several cases pending in Bangalore in India, why don't you address it there? After that, they will unwilling to take it up. Your lordship, in fact, I have noticed that even the metro stations there are named after top Indian builders. They have sufficient and tremendous power over there. With respect to her in the Dubai consulate, there are several occasions when they have gone to the Dubai consulate with respect to issues on passport, several issues, they have gone there. She has also gone there. Now she's unaware of this. Now what they're trying to take is bring out a certain message between the two there where she says, yes, I might not be your wife. Reason being, he has told her that there's a provision and I have used that and I've gone and got myself a divorce, is what he says. So I'm led to believe that there is one. But later, which I have taken your lordship through those messages, it says, give me a divorce, come to India and sign it, and then I will give you the Dubai house. That is when she realizes that that was a fabricated document or a lie or whatever she was led to believe. And now he's pushing her to give her the divorce in Dubai. The dates are critical here. What they're trying to say is that my DV is an afterthought. In fact, it's quite the contrary. I've sent 2 legal notices before any of this transpired. One in November 2023, asking him to refrain from all his threats and asking him to even provide some kind of assistance in monetarily. Second, the moment that notice came, he doesn't reply. Instead, he calls and says, both your daughter and you will find yourself dead. Better agree to what I have stated. Second notice then comes in. After the second notice comes, now the MC petition, your lordship, is served upon me on 23/20/24. That is in the record in the family court. On 20th, I'm served. The DV that I filed was on 7/3. So I have filed the DV.
After the filing of the DV petition, this is filed.
No, this was filed probably earlier, but I have received notice of it on 20th, whereas my DV was filed on 7th. But my legal notices were in the previous year in November, during which time they proceeded to file the MC petition, your lordship. So it's quite the contrary. Your lordship, might I also request your lordship to kindly see page 63 of the writ petition, your lordship.
Yes.
This is what they've referred to, stating, after the wedding in Russia in 2011, they straight away came here and registered under the Special Marriage Act. Kindly see the photograph. That itself reveals that there was a Hindu marriage.
Oh, because he's wearing that. Okay.
And if it is a reception, they don't, your lordship. There's a difference in North Indian weddings. During the Bharat and the wedding is when they wear the peta and where the lady wears her head gear. That is not there during a reception. So as your lordship normally says, self-goal in certain matters, this is one of them. So there was a wedding. Subsequent to it, this was registered, and a wedding in Embassy School. Practically who's who of Bangalore were there. A very grand one to say.
2011.
2014.
What is 11?
11 is in Russia, it was registered. Your lordship, from 2008, both of them have been together.
2014, you get married here, according to
in India. And it is under
where is the certificate of registration of that marriage?
That marriage, They have produced, Your Lordship.
2014.
2014.
Ah,
No, there is no.
that is what I'm asking. No. The senior counsel said 2014 you get married here. You don't register that marriage here.
After the Indian wedding, this is the marriage registration.
Indian wedding happens when?
A few days before this, Your Lordship. This is 16th. This is registered on 24th of
Oh,
May
this is 14,
2014.
2014 itself. Correct.
Yes.
You're right.
And they have a marriage about 16th.
All right.
16th of May.
The certificate
April-
is 2014 only.
Please.
Yes.
Please.
This is of a marriage already solemnized.
No, that's all right.
And therefore, to state that that was the only wedding is untrue. This is the wedding that has taken place. Your Lordship may also kindly see page 72.
Yes.
Your Lordship, before that, page 63. Kindly see the witnesses. The hue and cry created last time, that I will come to.
Why witness is what?
Necessary.
It is not unnecessary because this would be the entire crux of the matter, because we have to show that this mutual consent that they claim that was filed in India was not, Your Lordship. Kindly go to page 72.
No, why did you say about the witnesses?
Your Lordship, that would have a bearing on who filed this mutual consent case, even without her presence, Your Lordship.
But if that is being
Page
yes, my lord, I think
70.
it's a serious issue, my lord.
Page
Because
7.
if my London friend is relying upon those paragraphs that I showed to your lordships about allegations made against counsel,
They
then
started
my
it.
lord, it's a serious issue.
They started it.
I-
I
I-
will
let me
respond.
be
If they
clear
don't
about
want
that,
to
my
go
lord.
into
I
it,
mean,
I will
Yes.
also stop.
Yes.
I will not go further if they don't want to push it further.
No,
But if
where have they gone against the council?
No, they have not. All that they stated in their paragraphs is that that entire MC petition was concocted. It was filed when she was not there and later conveniently withdrawn. And Your Lordship, I'll take Your Lordship to page 72. Your Lordship may kindly see. This is the MC petition in 2020. 17/6/2020, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Now, if Your Lordship turns to the next page, the verifying affidavit. 3/3/2020. 3/3/2020, she files her verifying affidavit, notarized before a notary, but it is filed on 17/6/2020, 3 months later.
Hmm.
Reason being, 3/3 is the date given, and this whole thing is registered and notarized in view of the fact that they calculate when she was in the country, and therefore this date is put. But when it was filed, it was actually 17/6.
3/3.
3/3 and 17/6. 3 months later, normally a verifying affidavit.
From 24/3, for 3 months, courts were closed. COVID.
True, that is what I'm coming to. So, 2020, now they say, in view of the COVID period, we could not proceed with it. And
They've
she,
said so, is it?
Your Lordship may go to their petition. Well, I will.
All right. Yes.
So, what they claim now is that we filed an MC petition, but it was upon her insistence. He claims that it's respondent who insisted, let's go to the embassy in Dubai and let us register it there. And then they say there was an application filed here in this MC petition, mutual consent, asking to be advanced. Then they say they did not pursue it in view of COVID. And then they say later on, it was dismissed for non-prosecution 2 years later. Now, if they say that it was upon her insistence that the embassy was filed, she would have come and completed this.
So the crux of his submission is the divorce has not happened in accordance with law.
Absolutely.
So
And your
the DV petition is maintainable.
DV is maintainable. Now, for a minute, let's assume that they say that there was some such the marriage which I have to dispute. Whether the courts have clearly held that whether there's a subsisting marriage or even after a divorce, if a lady is still troubled by her husband, she is still entitled to. So as a worst case scenario also, I would still be entitled to maintain the domestic violence petition. Here is a matter where now they have read only paragraphs where it says that there was torture only in Dubai, nothing in India. She very clearly states that she caught him red-handed. This whole issue is only because of his infidelity, nothing else. And Your Lordship, if they seem to portray this lady in one of those typical stereotypes of a Russian woman, stating that she is after his money. No, she has filed a restitution. If there is a restitution, where is the question of any of this amount to Your Lordship? If he consents to that. I have not asked for any of that. We have filed the restitution. Now they claim that the restitution also was an afterthought. No, she filed her domestic violence. She's just asked him to refrain. But going by all the documents, it just seems to be a very toxic marriage, which is on and off. They seem to have a very good time. They seem to have a very bad face. In my sir, your lordship may kindly take.
Sir?
Yes. I want to point out your lordship's lord one important aspect. My lord, in the one of the points that we have raised, apart from the fact, my lord, that the marriage has been dissolved in accordance with the Russian law, even when your lordship looks at the averments in the petition that has been filed before the DV court, all the allegations are with respect to what has happened in Dubai. Now, the question that I place for your lordship's consideration is the point that I place for your lordship's consideration is in respect of acts, because we are in a 482, my lord, I will assume that whatever is said in the complaint is true. In respect of acts alleged to have taken place in Dubai, is a petition before the Bangalore court maintainable is a question. And in this regard, my lord, that's why, my lord, I want to show to your lordship what is the summum bonum of their complaint before, or the petition before the DV court. It is that in Dubai all this happened. And then, my lord, it will be my submission that their filing a petition here, coming, and even if they were staying for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days in Bangalore, they were birds of passage. She was a bird of passage. I am not using this term, my lord. Supreme Court uses that word. That you can't say you will take a hotel room and then say, I am residing there. Therefore, we will not recognize that decree. My lord, insofar as the respondent here is concerned, insofar as the Bangalore court is concerned, she is a bird of passage. And therefore, my lord, I want to show to your lordships the averments in the petition that has been filed, which is very material. There was a sea change in the attitude and behavior of the respondent. The respondent started to behave rudely with the petitioner and also used to quarrel with the petitioner for no reason. And there always existed a difference of opinion between petitioner and the respondent ever since the petitioner confronted the respondent on an illicit relationship with one by name so-and-so, who is a close friend of the petitioner herein. It is further submitted that petitioner, since 2019, the relationship between petitioner and respondent has deteriorated on the fact that the respondent had involved an illicit relationship with a friend of the petitioner, namely so-and-so. Respondent is, the whole object of this is to extract money. Because the rest of it, my lord, is, oh, what a wealthy man he is. Now he is going to give me so much of money. Therefore,
Alimony.
that's the prayer, my lord. Plus maintenance. Yes, 2 crores, no?
Alla, compensation.
Illa. They asked for 2 crores
No,
maintenance.
2 crores monthly maintenance.
And then, my lord,
500 crores
6
compensation.
crores, my lord, compensation under section 22.